post, I had got a question. It said, how do you maintain a cordial relationship with your ex as far as co-parenting? And I put down five things for men to do when they have kids and are co-parenting to keep things cordial, to keep things peaceful, and to keep the relationship, open with communication and different things. So this particular part is for the men and what men can do to help facilitate a cordial relationship with a kid's mom. So the first thing and the major thing that men should do when trying to facilitate a cordial relationship with their kid's mom is to stop trying to sleep with her, or stop sleeping with her if you are. I know that's harder, tougher said than done, right? But if you want to maintain a healthy co-parenting relationship with your kid's mom, you gotta stop trying to sleep with her. Even if you're not sleeping with her, if you're sleeping with her, you gotta cut that off. You gotta cut that off if you're sleeping with her. But even if you are not sleeping with her, you have to stop trying to sleep with her. Because even trying to sleep with your kid's mom creates a dynamic between you all that kind of blurs the lines of co-parenting, right? And a lot of times, even though the man might be thinking, hey, he just want to have sex with his baby mom, the baby mom a lot of time are thinking, hey, we could be a family again. The baby mom a lot of time is thinking that. And if the man ain't thinking about being a family and he just trying to have sex with her because she's his kid's mom, she is going to cause trouble for you. Because her feelings are going to be involved if you are sleeping with her or trying to sleep with her. It's going to cause some type of issue there. A lot of times. Because if she deny you, you're going to be upset. You're going to be in your feelings and all this here. If she's thinking about it, she going to expect you not to be dealing with nobody else. And if that's the case, y'all might as well be back together. So if you going to try to sleep with her or be sleeping with her, you need to go back to that relationship. So stop trying to sleep with her. Number 2, the second important thing into maintaining a cordial co-parenting relationship with your kid's mom is to handle your financial obligation to the kid without being asked or forced to do it. I'm just saying, fellas, y'all got to listen to me on this. If you want to have a peaceful co-parenting relationship, you have to handle your financial obligations for your kid or kids without her asking, without her begging, without her taking you to child support. This is something that you should facilitate right away. Regardless if you are with her or not, that's your kid's mom. You are still the man. You should be leading things when it comes to your child. One of those things is finances, even when y'all ain't in the same household. You know how much you make. You got an idea of what would be fair. Be fair. Talk to the mom and say, hey, I'm thinking about this amount. Do that before she comes and asks you for it. That shows that you are a man of integrity, accountability. You handle your responsibilities and you prioritize things, right? And when a man does that to a woman that he's not with, his kid's mom, when he prioritizes the kid and say, hey, I'll give you $1,000 a month without her asking, without her taking you to court, it's a certain level of respect that she has for you. It's a certain level of respect that she has for you. It comes right along with that. You handling your financial responsibilities for your child. Number three. The third thing for maintaining a cordial co-parenting relationship with your kid's mom is to spend quality time with your kid. Not just a weekend dad that gets them 2 days every 2 weeks on the weekend. You got the kid Friday night, Saturday night, they at home Sunday night. Now you don't do that again for another 2 weeks. Now you only getting your kid 4 days out of a month. That's 30 days. That's 26 other days that she got the kid. That's not fair. It's not fair. Right? So, another way to garnish respect from your kid's mom outside of financial and stepping up financially without being asked is stepping up with your time without being asked. Without being forced, without being yelled at, any of those things. Step up with your time. And I mean real time. You sit down, figure out a schedule and say, hey, look, we can do this here. I could do this here during the week. I could do a couple days. Then every other weekend, I could have the kid from Thursday to Monday, whatever it is. And I'm talking about real time with the kid to where your child don't need to come with a bag. Your child don't need no bag because the kid is at your house just as much. So you got everything that kid needs. You got everything that kid needs at your home. They don't need a bag. That's real daddy stuff right there. You not no real daddy. If your kid got to come with a bag to your house to see you, that mean the kid ain't with you enough. That kid ain't with you enough. You ain't really handling your business. You a weekend dad. You 2 days every 2 weeks dad. You 4 days a month dad. You not a real father figure. And when you a real father figure, you step up to the plate initially, just like financially. You go to her and say, hey, this is how much I want to give you, what you think. You set the finances there. Y'all agree on something, go with it. You say, hey, I want you to have just as much free time as me. So let's figure out a schedule where I can have my kid just as much as you do. Man, when you do these here things, a woman can't help but respect it. She can't help but be cordial and peaceful with you. What is there to argue about? If you do these here things that I'm saying, you ain't got nothing that y'all should be arguing about if you do these things. Nothing. So that was number 3. Number 4. The fourth thing for maintaining a cordial, peaceful relationship with your kid's mom is to not inquire about her personal business. Don't inquire about her personal business. Her business is her business. Now, number 1 was stop trying to sleep with her. Stop trying to sleep with her. Cut that out. So now you ain't trying to sleep with her. Now, don't even ask her about her personal business outside of the kid. Don't ask her where she going. Don't ask her who she going with. Don't try to find out. Stay off of her Instagram. Stay off of her story. Stay off of all of that stuff trying to figure out her personal business. That way you don't get in your feelings about it. When you ain't trying to be in her personal business. That's your kid's mom. I get it. I understand it. But when it's not involving the child, it don't involve you. If it don't involve the child, it don't involve you. Who she going out with, where she going, what time she gonna be back, it don't matter. Don't ask her nothing about her personal business. All right. All right. So the fifth thing, the fifth way for men to maintain a cordial, peaceful, co-parenting relationship is to always deal with your kid's mom with respect. Always. It don't matter if you mad. It don't matter if she make you mad. It don't matter. None of that stuff matters. Deal with her with respect. These are the steps for men to maintain a peaceful, cordial, co-parenting relationship. If you do these 5 things, and I'm speaking from experience, trust me on this. I'm speaking from experience. I ain't telling you something I don't know. Ain't nothing on my page I tell you that I don't know. 99% of the things I'm telling you, I know. All right. So you do these 5 things, and I can almost guarantee that your co-parenting relationship is going to be peaceful and cordial. Stop trying to sleep with her. Handle your financial obligations without being asked or forced to. Don't just be a 2-day, every other weekend dad where you spending 4 days a month with your kid. No, spend quality time with your kid. Tell the mom, hey, I want to spend just as much time as you. Let's figure out a schedule where we can split this thing. Where we can split these here days. Number 4, don't ask about her personal business. Leave her personal business, her personal business. If it don't involve your child, it don't involve you. Number 5, always deal with her with respect when you talk to her and deal with her. You do these things, a woman can't help but respect you. Respect what you're doing as a dad. She can't help but do that. What she got to be mad about? You ain't trying to sleep with her, so her feelings ain't involved like that. They shouldn't be, or they'll be going away because you ain't trying to sleep with her. You handling your financial obligations without being asked to or forced to. You spending quality time with your kid. You ain't inquiring about her personal business. You letting her do her thing, and you treating her with respect. What's she gonna complain about? What's she gonna be mad about? Listen, and I'm telling you off of experience. I'm telling y'all this off of experience. I don't have drama, issues, arguing. I don't have none of that. If I'm out on a date and I see my son's mom out on a date, she gonna speak and say, hey, how you doing? How you doing? I'm such and such mom. Oh, that's cool. Not an issue. Not an issue in sight. You want to know why? Because them 5 things right there. I ain't worried about it. It don't bother me none. It don't bother me none if I see my son's mom out. And the same with her. It don't bother me if I see her out with a guy like, hey, man, whatever. That's her business. That's not my business. That's her business, not my business. I'm going to speak, hey, man, what's up? How you doing? I'm such and such dad. Nice to meet you. And I'm going to go on about my business. Y'all have a good night. And I'm going to go on about my business. Because I handle my business from when my little boy was born. when he was born, this is how I got ahead of issues or drama. Now will be 11 and I haven't had no issues, no drama. It's nothing but respect. I've never called her out her name. We don't even argue or bicker about anything. It's very easy. It's very calm. It's, hey, can you do this? If it's something that's out of our normal schedule, yeah, I could do that. It's all good. I'll figure it out. Sometimes she got to figure it out. When he with her, she got to figure it out. When he with me, I got to figure it out. He don't need no bag. He don't need no bag. No. He with me just as much as he with her. Sometimes even more. And that's the way I like it. That's the way I love it. Because I get to instill in him certain things as a man that he needs as a young boy. And she respects that. She respects that because she respects me and how I handled the business and how I handled the business with her initially when my boy was here as a little boy. Finances, never had to ask. Time, never had to ask. Wasn't trying to sleep with her after we broke up. Don't talk about her business. I don't ask. And I never call her out her name or anything. None of that type stuff. How you not going to respect somebody like that? How? Even when my son, he's really good, like honor roll, all that stuff in school, ball playing, everything. Even when he do something like kids do at school and get in a little trouble, she calls me and says, hey, he did this. What do you think is an appropriate punishment for him? Because as a woman, sometimes she overreacts to certain things, right? He has done little things and then, man, he don't get no TV or iPad or video game for 2 months. And I'm like, wait a minute now, hold on. We had to have this talk where some of the stuff was a little much. And the way I deal with her and talk to her, she listened to it. And now, for the longest, she say, hey, you a man, you the man. How do you think the punishment should go? And I say, I'll deal with it. If I think it's something that needs to happen at both homes, she'll respect that and say, okay, fine. But most times I just deal with it. In my house. But that's because the respect is there and she respects me as a man because of what I do. I'm trying to tell y'all how to avoid issues, drama, and co-parent well. All right. So that part there is for the men. That's for the men. That's how that go. So, hope y'all enjoyed that little piece for the men. I got to talk to them too. I don't always talk to the ladies. Most of my stuff is to the ladies, but this here is to help the women with kids and stuff like that. So let me look. Before I go into the next part, let me check a few questions real quick. How can I get a recording of this and send to my kid's dad? I'm gonna post it on my YouTube. I'm gonna post it on my YouTube. I promise I am. I already wrote my book. My book is done. I just haven't published it yet. But it's not about this type of thing. It's just about the whole phase stuff. I'm gonna write another one. I'm gonna write another one about being a dad because I became a dad at 17. So I'm gonna write another one. Sounds like great advice. I'm assuming you do this. How many kids do I have? I got two. My older boy is 24, and then my little boy is 10. So I got an adult, and then I got a youngster. That'll be 11 in a few months. You're on point with all of the above. I wish things could be this easy for all of us. It can be. It can be that easy if the men will listen. Because it starts with us. Like when we not together after a child, a lot of times, you know, it's up to us to, step up and be the dads that we can be. It's up to us to get the time, to request the time. Because the mom gonna get it. She got the kid 9 times out of 10. That's how it go. It's up to us to request the time. It's up to us to step up and provide the finances because this kid ain't with us. It's up to us to stop trying to sleep with the mom. It's up to us not to be in her business. And it's up to us to control our feelings and emotions and not disrespect her. That's up to us. As the men, they still look to us, even though we ain't together, to do the right thing and be leaders in our child's life. They look to us for that, regardless if we not together or not. Like, it's part of the job. It's part of the job of having kids and just stepping up and doing what we supposed to do as men for these kids. That type of thing brings respect from the mom, and not just from the mom, but from other people and other women. Other women love that in men. Other women love that in men. They just don't like the drama that comes along with it with some of these here dudes. They just don't like the drama that come along with it, where they still pillow talking with the baby mom and all that type of stuff. Like, women just don't like that part of it, or they still trying to sleep with them or sleeping with them. And so the feelings is involved and the baby mama tripping and all this here other stuff because dude's still trying to hit or is hitting. Like, the women don't like that. But good dads, a lot of women like active fathers that are good dads that don't have a drama in their life. A lot of women love that. Those fatherly skills. That patience. That discipline. That structure. That guidance. That a real dad gives to a child. That playfulness. That love. That commitment. The responsibility. Women love that. But they love it when it's done right. Not when it's done wrong. It puts a bad taste in their mouth when it's done wrong. And I understand it because I've seen it. I've seen wow. I've seen I'm watching the game, y'all, sorry. I've seen these here relationships be done wrong, where a woman that ain't got nothing to do with nothing get caught in the middle of something because she don't know dude sleeping with shorty or whatever. Like, I've seen it play out in a lot of different circumstances, and I understand why women be reserved sometimes when talking to men that's got kids. I understand it. That's why we have to set the standard. And that's what those 5 steps will do. It'll set the standard. And not only between your kid's mom and you, but it'll also keep a future woman that you might be with out of any mess, any drama, any issues. That's what that does. it have you keep your life in order and structured well all the way around the board. So that's what that